Hey, Jamaree Bouyea missed tonight's game again. He's still going through it in the league's concussion protocol. Just a little adversity in a professional career that's really been defined by it. Jake Garcia has more in tonight's Suns Jam session.
A concussion on a two-way contract could be the nail in the coffin. But Jamaree Bouyea is no stranger to this headspace. The path might not be clear, yet the fog always seems to vanish. Bouyea has been a revelation for Phoenix, an out-of-nowhere story that the Suns didn't see coming.
To be completely honest, I had never heard of him before he got to the team. That's my apologies. I got to do more research.
But those who know Bouyea best aren't one bit surprised.
We all knew pretty quickly he wasn't going to be with us for long.
It wasn't a one game. It wasn't a two game. It's been a month now.
Not shocked at all that he is capitalizing this opportunity.
5 G League coaches.
He knows he belongs. He feels like he belongs.
Who say Bouyea's been banging on the door for years.
It just shows the fortitude of his resilience.
Kasib Powell coached Bouyea first and for the longest. Well read on Jamaree's journey.
He had one Division I scholarship. He went undrafted. He had to play in the G League. Like, all those things are being told that you're not there yet and you got to keep working.
In 16 games with the Sioux Falls Skyforce, he saw Bouyea treat it not as a burden, instead a blessing.
Bouyea draws contact and count it.
You get told no once or twice, it kind of discourages you. It stops your drive, your motor a little bit. But with him, man, he never stops.
Bouyea had no time to stop. Extra breaths were wasted energy. He played 2 games for Jim Moran in the Rip City Remix in 2023.
I think guys that play in the G League have an appreciation for, the real grind.
Only to go back to Sioux Falls and play against Moran that same year.
There was no doubt he was going to let me know, hey, I'm going to give you guys a quick 25 and 8 and send you guys out of here. You shouldn't have let me go.
There were 4 games spent with Jacob Chance and the Austin Spurs at the start of 2025.
The talent was there. It was just whether he was going to find a spot that really needed what he could bring to the table.
6 games with Benno Udrih and the Wisconsin Herd in March.
I think all the teams saw something in him, but the timing wasn't right for him.
Bouyea with the booyah!
He signed with Paul Jesperson and the Valley Suns in November, and finally, the shoe fit.
It's a lot of guys who, have a chip on their shoulder a little bit, feel like they have something to prove.
5 G League teams and 11 total teams in fewer than 4 years, sacrificing a higher salary overseas to see through a spot in the NBA.
He just believed, and I'm happy he did.
It's been one battle after another for Bouyea.
Being looked over a few times, I'm sure that fuels him.
But now no longer a blind spot to Devin Booker.
The definition of, taking advantage of your opportunity.
With the Suns, Bouyea has found the light at the end of the tunnel.
I'm so happy that he's found a place that values his skill set.
I think they're going to be in a position where they have to figure it out, the roster spot for him.
You're not supposed to have favorites, man, but he's one of my favorites.
In Phoenix, Jake Garcia, 12 Sports.
Thanks, Jake. When Devin Booker says I need to learn more about that guy, you know what that means, right?